I wish that people would see that society is conditioning us to not even be motherly anymore. And I feel like I'm just about to use this page as a diary and to also see my hair grow. Is that bad? But I'm serious. Like, when you go into a hospital and you have a baby, they're like, hey, let's have this baby. We're in this moment of having a baby, and then you're gonna go. What do you want to do with this baby? They're not giving you information. They're not teaching you the way to be an instinctive biological parent that parents for their baby. They're giving you a baby, and they're letting you have that baby with them, and then you're supposed to leave with that baby and figure it out. Are we breastfeeding or are we formula feeding today? Hey, I just wanted to let you know that it's not safe to sleep with your baby. So you're going to have to put your baby in the crib every single time you go to sleep. When you're falling asleep and exhausted because you're waking up every hour and a half, I want you to put your baby in the crib. Okay, you have to get up, you have to put your baby in the crib, because that's the only way that it's safe. I'm so sorry, but that's it. And that's just not okay. It's not okay. And here is why it's not okay. We, at the very bottom line, fuck these houses, fuck these cars, fuck these clothes, fuck these phones, fuck this social media, fuck all of it. At the very bottom line, we are mammals. We are mammals. We love, we have emotions, we have feelings, we breed and we bear our young. You understand what I mean? We breastfeed that young, we teach that young, they grow up. It's a cycle of life. We slaughter other mammals so that we can eat. We eat plants. At the very, very basic necessity, we are just ants living on this world. You understand what I mean? So whoever woke up one day and said, I'm going to start charging people to live on this land, really went with it. Because now we're so conditioned that every single thing that makes us human, somebody else is making money off of, down to being a mother. And that's really what I want this channel to be about, is me just venting about this shit, because it makes me so fucking mad. And I know there's other people out there that feel the same way, that society is conditioning us to just make money off of us. I mean, as soon as you go into a hospital, they're like, are we breastfeeding or are we bottle feeding? And they already have those tiny little formula bottles prepped up. Those cute little, look like me with the nipple on the head, ready to go. And I think that's crazy. I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy that cry it out is so normal. I think it's crazy that cribs are so normal. I think it's crazy that formula is so fucking normal. I think it's crazy that there are rows and rows of formula cans and like a section this big for breastfeeding supplies. And you want to know why that is? Because you can't make money off breastfeeding. Some pads, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can put some pads in. Sure. I mean, I use pads. I'm 9 months postpartum. I still leak a lot. I use pads, so I put pads in. But at the same time, you really can't make money off breastfeeding unless, of course, you know, you're pumping all the bullshit that, of course, you need to do. I don't want to discredit mothers who need to pump and who do need to do those things. But I do just want to say that the physical act of breastfeeding, you cannot make money off of. Formula, you can make money off of. You most definitely can. I mean, we are conditioning mothers to be like, I just don't even want to breastfeed. I just don't want to. And in the grand scheme of things, that's fine. But also in the grand scheme of things, breastfeeding is so much more beneficial for your baby. It is. That's a scientific fact. It has more nutrients. It has more proteins. It has fucking antibiotics in it. I mean, it literally kills infections that your baby has. You know what I mean? So let's not say that formula is the same as breast milk. And let's not keep normalizing it. Because breastfeeding sucks. You know, I hear all the time, well, I just didn't want to breastfeed. Well, fuck. Nobody does. We ain't doing it for us, bro. And that's the truth. Like, nobody breastfeeds for them. Nobody does. I do not breastfeed for me. I fucking hate breastfeeding. It sucks. It's some bullshit. Every 2 hours, I'm on a timer with your ass. Every 2 hours, I'm on a timer with your ass. I gotta go to Dollar General instead of Walmart because Dollar General is closer. No, that shit sucks. It sucks, but at the end of the day, I know that it reduces the risk of cancer for me and my infant. I know that it is human alive milk that is always constantly changing to give my baby what they need. You know what I mean? And there's the argument, well, some women can't breastfeed. Why the fuck would you say that breastfeeding is best? Breastfeeding is the best. Well, I mean, it is. It physically is best. Emotionally for you, it may not have been. Physically for you, it may not have been. But to be honest, let's look at the facts. 5% of women, really less than, but 5 is being generous, physically cannot breastfeed. Not breastfeeding is due to lack of support, lack of resources, and education. It is those 3 things. And the 4th one being that you just don't want to. You just don't want to keep breastfeeding. You just don't want to breastfeed tonight. So you're just going to give a little bottle of formula. Because you know what? Fuck, formula is easy. You can just go get it from the store. Nothing wrong with you. You're still a great, amazing, wonderful mom. But at the same time, that bottle of formula is going to tell your milk, oh, we missed a feeding, so that baby must not have needed that feeding. We must be regulating now, guys. Come on, slow down. And then your milk is just going to keep slowing down because you keep giving bottles. All right, guys, well, I guess the baby needs less and less and less and less and less. And that's not true for your supply. You know what I mean? You cannot continue every bottle you give your baby of formula. And I say a formula because if you're pumping, every bottle you give of pumping is another ounce you're going to pump. You understand what I mean? Every bottle you give of formula is another milk gland that says, all right, I'm gonna retire. Not physically, of course. Let's not get into the semantics, but just a little funny. Calm down. And I don't want anything. It's not my baby. It's not my choice. You know, what you feed your baby has nothing to do with me. But I want breastfeeding to be more normalized. I want donor milk to be more readily available so that the formula companies are not making billions of fucking dollars off our fucking backs. You hear what I mean? Do you understand what I mean? I'm fucking tired of the fact that when a breastfeeding mom complains, people are like, just give the baby formula. Like this, everybody does it. Like, okay, if you want to do it, that's fine. I'm never going to discredit you. But at the same time, breast milk is the best milk for your baby. It is. The milk that you make in your body from the baby that you grew in your body is for the baby that you grew in your body. If more women breastfed, there would be more oversuppliers, there would be more donating, there would be more donor banks. I mean, there's a baby in every single city in the world. If breastfeeding was more normalized, it would be a community of motherhood. Your baby needs some milk. Don't even worry about it. I got like 50 ounces in the freezer. I think Tiffany over there, she has like 2,000 that she's just sitting in the deep freezer. She don't want it to go bad. So did you want me to text her? You know what I mean? Because people always use that excuse. Well, I would never, ever get some milk off somebody on Facebook. Why would you get milk off somebody that you don't know? What? I would never get milk from somebody that I don't know. I've donated 1,200 ounces of my milk. Two of them were Canna Moms. The other one knew I was a Canna Mom and was cool with it. You know what I mean? You're never gonna just get milk from a stranger. You're not gonna go to the fucking corner store and be like, hey, yo, anybody got that breast milk? $5 an ounce? Anybody got that breast milk? No, I was saying that breast milk. Did you got it? I needed like $5 an ounce. I needed probably like 2,000 ounces. What you think? You're not You're gonna know the mom. I mean, let's be real. Moms who are out doing drugs, going crazy, partying are not sitting there breastfeeding. You know what I mean? And yes, I breastfeed. I'm smoking a blunt. If you don't know me, there are cannabinoids in your milk that contribute to your uh, okay, I just have said it so many times that like it becomes a script in my head. So let me like sit down and really think about it and like think about what I'm trying to say. There are cannabinoids in your breast milk that trigger hunger and sleepy cues for your baby. Every single human body has cannabinoids in it. It is what makes us hungry and sleepy. Breast milk has a more higher content, which again triggers the hunger and sleepy cues in an infant. THC and breast milk have many of the same components. That's a fact. I can probably link some sources in my bio because I'm not very good with the numbers. I don't have like the statistics and the and the blah 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 blah. But I've read several long-term studies and I have experienced myself used cannabis through pregnancy, through breastfeeding, and all of my children have exceeded milestones. And I mean that. I mean, my first was walking at 8 months. My second, it took her a little over a year. She preferred to crawl. My third, he just started walking and he's 9 months. He just turned 9 months yesterday. So, I mean, and of course walking isn't just the only milestone. I mean, he can sign 10 words, he can say 5 words. Yes, say them with his mouth. He can say milk, mama, dada, more, and I don't know the fifth one. But cannabis is a plant grown from the ground. You cannot make money off of that shit either. You know what I mean? I mean, of course you can. They are right now. But at the same time, the places that are legal, you're allowed to grow cannabis in your backyard and you can't make money off that shit. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy, this world that we live in, how much they're making money off of us. And I wish that people would wake up and see. And when I was a child, I would look at conspiracy theorists and I would say like, shut the fuck up, what are you talking about? But now that's me. That is fucking me, bro. But it's just crazy, this world that we live in. Like, they are leeching us. They're fucking leeching us, bro. And I just have so many thoughts in my head. I think if I just start talking about it on a little 15-minute video, it could even be therapy. And maybe other people will relate because so many people have told me to make a YouTube. And fuck it, like here it is, bitch. Here it the fuck is. Like, people need to wake up. People need to hear. People need to know. People just go in their day-to-day life and they don't see how fucked up this world is. They really don't. They really, really don't. But that's